What's going on YouTube? Earth Power here, bringing you a preview card. So, got a preview card a couple of days ago. It's going to be up on the Kaijudo Facebook page by Thursday, and you can definitely check out the links below to get its image on my Facebook page in the meantime. Shout out to you, Yami Michael. I know you're trying to keep the wiki up to date, so that image will be down there for you, and it'll be officially on Kaijudo's Facebook page on Thursday. But the preview card I have for you is none other than Keeper of Laws. Whew, editing, right? Ooh. So, Keeper of Laws is a level 4 light storm patrol. It has two effects. The first effect being deflecting aura. While you have another creature in the battle zone, this creature cannot be the target of your opponent's spells and abilities. So very similar to Rage Fire Tatsurion in that it has a stipulation that makes it untargetable by spells and abilities, and then similar to Neptus as well, as Neptus just can't be chosen by spells and abilities. And then it has a second ability, Spell Siphon. Whenever your opponent casts a spell, you get to draw a card. And it's got 3,500 base. So first things first, the main place I see this card being used most is in like a Nature Light or any sort of aggro deck using light. This card can be crazy good in combinations with Swordhorn, like dropping Swordhorn turn 3, drop Keeper of Laws on turn 4. Now they can't immediately get rid of the Keeper of Laws if they didn't deal with your Swordhorn on turn 3. And now all of a sudden, like, Control just has a super tough time like dealing with this. Like they can't Bone Blades it because it can't be the target. They have to Bone Blade something else on that turn 4, and if they do, you get to draw a card. And then it really hurts and controls in the matchup of like Logo Scan, Spy Mission, using Crystal Memory. All of a sudden these cards become like almost -1s or just +0s. Like you're not gaining any advantage out of these when the control deck uses their spells. And he just sticks around. Like he's hard as hell to deal with. Like 3,500 gets him right over the peak of Heat Seekers, avoiding all the weenie removal like Tendril Grasp, Barrage. It dodges Dragon's Breath, which has been seen use lately. They have to either Bone Blades it, Return to the Soil, which isn't seeing too much play anymore, or use their big removal to get rid of it. And otherwise, like any other spells that the opponent is using in the meantime, you are just netting all this advantage off of it. And as long as you can keep another creature on the board, this guy's just going to stay there and not get touched. It's a big deal, guys. I don't see it being used too much in Control. Like I said, I see it being used in more aggro, kind of fast-paced tempo decks, anything using light for that sort of I guess aspect. In decks that would maybe utilize the Swordhorn and the evolutions like Sabertooth, Flame Spike, maybe Cobalt, Enforcer lines. And I don't know, maybe we'll get a Storm Patrol Evo, something that this card could maybe even see more play. Like this is definitely a go-to Storm Patrol if Storm Patrols get a really good Evo. So really awesome card. I guess if I had to give it a rating out of 10, I'd give it a 7, because I can only see it being used in that one deck type, that one sort of aggro-y based deck, just something a little more fast-paced. It kind of gives light a pseudo-draw, sort of like how a situational draw card, much like Black Feather, where whenever one of your creatures would die, you get to draw a card, or what's the other situational draw? Panopter, which Carl Reddish previewed on his channel. Those links will be down below. Where you get to draw a card whenever you summon a blocker. But this guy is whenever your opponent casts a spell. So it really sort of limits your opponent and makes them, if anything, it just sets them up on a weird mindset. It's just like, oh no, should I cast a spell? Is it worth it to cast this spell? If I do, he gets to draw a card. Like it sort of just plays the mind game on the opponent. And if you can kind of set them off keel with this card, then use your other big attackers like Swordhorn, like Sabertooth, like any of your other aggressive big beaters to just go in and take them out. And then this guy can't be targeted, so he makes for a great finishing attacker once the rest of your guys have gone in. So yeah, very cool stuff. Very stoked about this card, and can't wait to see its potential coming with the rest of the set as the more and more of the set continues to get previewed. Stay tuned. May 25th is our set premiere, and the set will be out the day before, so can't wait to just pick up a ton of this set. And it's going to be so much fun, guys. Clash is awesome. And this guy is awesome. Keeper of laws, man. Too cool. Alright, guys. So, hope you enjoyed. Check out the social links below, Facebook, the Twitter. Definitely go check out the Kaijudo blog. A lot of cool stuff going on over there. KMC coverage is KMC started this weekend, so we've got coverage from Texas. We've got coverage from Kentucky. Nate actually won our local player, Nate, won Georgia. It just won the Georgia KMC. Good for him, man. Shout outs to Nate. And then British Columbia had like 54 people. That's crazy. So definitely check out the coverage. I'm sure they'll be covering stuff on Kaijudo.com as well as on the Facebook, the Kaijudo Dojo. If you're not on those websites, definitely go check them out. It's super cool stuff. And yeah, guys, hopefully we'll see you next time. Peach.